medyo mataas, 139. Diba, dahil medyo na-stress ako because I just went to the gym. I don't know. Or madami ako kain, ewan ko. Anyway, so, I just thought about this kaya bigla ako nag-video. So, I've been getting some questions as to ano nga ba itong ginagamit kong ito, no? So, this is actually what you call a continuous glucose monitor or a CGM. Okay, a CGM. A CGM, unlike yung normal, kasi if you're diabetic, okay, so guys, hopefully wag kayong maging diabetic. It's not a good situation, but nonetheless, ayun na, kung meron kayo, you really have to take care of yourself, okay? And one of the things that you need to do is to continuously monitor your blood sugar. Kasi nga, pag mataas ang blood sugar natin, it will have an effect on our body. So, sisirain niya ng katawan mo. Okay, madaming ways. And I can't tell you how many ways or how many things can happen, pero it's not a good place to be. So, ingat-ingat lang. Okay? So, dapat binabantayan natin ang blood sugar natin daily. Okay? Kung tumataas ako, nag-i-spike yung blood sugar natin, or is it at a reasonable level? Now, for traditionally, ang mga diabetic, kailangan nilang gumamit ng glucose monitor, pero the way that they typically do it is piniprick nila. Okay? So, they prick themselves, tapos inilalagay, ini-insert sa parang ganitong machine para ma-check yung blood sugar. Right? So, you do that daily para ma-monitor kung ano yung nangyayari. Now, the difference nitong continuous glucose monitor or CGM is that hindi na siya every time na kailangan mong i-monitor, ipiprick mo sarili mo. Personally, I hate hurting myself. Okay? That's the reason kung bakit hindi ko talaga nagustuhan. Never ako nagpapaprick. Kasi wala lang, it's just me. Hindi ako takot sa karayom, pero ayoko lang sinasaktan yung sarili ko araw-araw, di ba? So, it becomes, parang mag-hesitate ka. And that's actually one of the reasons bakit ang ibang tao, ang ibang diabetic, medyo hindi na mo monitor yung sugar nila. Kasi nga, alam mo yun, araw-araw, pag-isip mo sa umaga, tusok. Minsan makakalimutan mo, di ba? Minsan tatamaring ka. So, it's counter. So, nagiging tawag dito, nagiging roadblock siya for you to actually measure your blood sugar. Alright? Now, the advantage naman ng continuous glucose monitor is that to measure your blood sugar, hindi kailangan every time nagpiprick ka. Kasi, di ba, pag ginamit natin yung luma, yung traditional method, you can at least monitor your blood sugar once per day. Or as many times as you want to prick yourself. Pero not many people love that. Now, with the CGM, you can do this continuously. Yun yung isang advantage, tuloy-tuloy. So, every time ko pagtapos ko like itong mga video nito, pagtapos ko kumain, after an hour, I measure myself. Before I eat, I measure myself. Traditionally, ang gagawin ko, di ba, tutusukin ko sarili ko before ako kumain, pagtapos ako kumain. So, di ba, bad trip yung ganun. Hindi siya maganda. So, that's the reason kung bakit advantageous ang continuous glucose monitor. Mas maganda yung pag-measure mo ng sugar mo. Mas naaalalayan mo sarili mo, mas nababantay mo yung effect ng kinakain mo sa blood sugar or yung anumang activities mo with blood sugar. So yun. So that's the advantage of a CGM. Now, the specific CGM I'm using is actually Freestyle Libre 2. This is by Abbott. Okay? So, Abbott, by Kenemen. So, bakit ito ginagamit ko? Well, the simple reason is that ito yung pinaka-widely available dito sa Pilipinas. Okay? So, I've been using this since siguro mga 2021, something around that time. So, medyo matagal-tagal na akong magamit nito. And, ayun. Now, the advantage nga of a CGM, continuous glucose monitor, is pwedeng anytime mong gamitin. Alright? So, instead of everyday I prick myself, I just basically insert the sensor. Ito po yan. Okay? So, I insert that once every 2 weeks. So, kumbaga sa tusok, isang beses lang sa 2 linggo. Alright? So, I have to replace this every 2 weeks. Siyempre, for hygienic purposes na rin, and at the same time, nawawala din yung adhesive kasi para siyang needle. So, if you watch the other video, you will see may needle siya na nakatusok dito. Okay? Once nakatusok siya, hindi naman siya masakit. Halos hindi mo siya maramdaman. Although there are instances na nasasagi siya. There was this one time, tawag dito, parang when I was sleeping, tumama sa unan, tapos sumabit. So, it can happen, natatanggal or whatnot. So, dapat maganda yung placement mo. That's why typically ang placement nito, if you notice, and hindi lang naman ako, there are a lot of people who use this, nandito siya. Okay, it's at the back of your arm. The advantage kasi, minsan, hindi siya masyadong pansinin, hindi siya masyadong natatamaan, diba? So, ito na siguro pinakamagandang pwesto kung saan ilalagay yung CGM. Okay? That's why a lot of people do it in this manner. Okay? So, yan yung recommended ni Apple. Okay? And, so yun yung advantage niya. Okay? Minsanan lang ang tusok sa'yo and madalas mo siyang namomonitor. Okay? So, what's the disadvantage? Yan. Of course, as with anything, may positive, may negative. The biggest disadvantage of using a continuous glucose monitor is its price. Okay, so it's quite expensive, I have to admit. Okay, so the sensor, the reader, this one, this gadget over here, cost, if I'm not mistaken, I'm using the latest one, Freestyle Libre 2, but there are newer versions. Wala nga lang dito sa Pilipinas. There are newer versions sa cellphone mo na pwedeng gamitin. Okay. So, the advantage of, or the cost of this one, if I'm not mistaken, the last time, this is brand new kasi I was using the old version, okay, for the longest time. This is the first time I used this one. I think it's 3,850, okay? I might be mistaken, okay? Don't quote me on this, pero it's around thereabouts, okay? So, 3,800 to 4,000, thereabouts. I'm not 100% sure, okay? That's how much the reader is. Medyo matibay naman siya, okay? Medyo matibay naman siya, okay naman. I've dropped my old one a couple of times. There was this one time I broke it kasi medyo mataas yung pinaghulugan, pero yung normal slips lang, it's decent enough. Maganda ang battery life niya, probably around a week or more than even. So, parang lumang cellphone, ganun katagal ang battery life niya. Now, the sensor naman, okay, this sensor, ayan na po. Sabi ko niya every 2 weeks. Actually, the newer version, 15 days. Dati 14 days. So, nag-improve na siya by adding 1 more day. So, it's 15 days. Papalitan mo every 15 days and it costs you around 4,100 pesos. Okay? So, yes, magastos. So, every 15 days. So, every month, I would be spending around 8,200 pesos. So, it's quite expensive, I have to admit. Okay? And honestly, there were times na parang I opted not to. Okay? Kasi nga, syempre, kulang sa budget, di ba? Hindi din naman araw-araw may nakatabi kang 4,000, di ba? Or 8,000 kada buwan. Di ba? So, for some people, ano na yun? Kurente na ng bahay yun, di ba? So, ayun, so it's kind of expensive. So, talagang pag-iipunan mo siya. Kaya nga ako nag-video eh. So, guys, please like and subscribe para may pang-bayad ako ng sensor. Okay? So, yan. So, yun yung disadvantage niya. So, talagang pag-iipunan natin yung paggamit dito. Alright? And of course, di ba, hopefully, there are newer versions out there. And honestly, if there's a cheaper alternative to this, di ba, kung maglabas ang ibang competitor na something that works the same, and it's much cheaper, then definitely that is something that I would consider. Okay, so hopefully may bagong teknolohiya somewhere na mas bumaba pa yung cost ng pag-manufacture nitong sensor na to. Okay, kasi sayang naman, di ba, it definitely will help you sa iyong pag-maintain ng inyong blood sugar. Alright, so there, so yun lang naman something that just to give you a little background on the CGM. So, some of you might want to consider using this para mas na-maintain nyo yung blood sugar nyo. It's a good investment. Okay? But of course, syempre, di ba, you need to stay healthy, eat healthy, exercise, di ba? Sabi nga, as with all things, with proper diet and exercise. Okay? So, yun naman. See you guys. Bye.